Good afternoon, Texans. Today is Friday, September 20th. This is Texan TV news from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas, and I'm Bethann Coldiron. Today's headlines: a banned books drive will be held on campus. Today's sports and weather. A former Dublin police officer speaks out. Texas lags behind in economic recovery. Congress cuts food stamp budget. And the Syrian government calls for a ceasefire. Now, our top story from the Associated Press. The government of Syria is calling for peace conferences to be held with rebel delegates in Geneva. This follows a lengthy period during which both sides boycotted negotiations. Representatives of the regime declared the current situation a stalemate and stated that neither side had the strength to emerge victorious from the conflict. This is the first major step towards peace since talks of a ceasefire fell through earlier in the conflict. In national news, the AP is also reporting that the House has voted to cut nearly $4 billion a year from food stamps, a 5% reduction to the nation's main feeding program used by more than 1 in 7 Americans. The 217 to 210 vote was a win for conservatives after Democrats united in opposition, and some GOP moderates said the cut was too high. 15 Republicans voted against the measure. The bill's savings would be achieved by allowing states to put broad new work requirements in place for many food stamp recipients and to test applicants for drugs. The bill would also end government waivers that have allowed able-bodied adults without dependents to receive food stamps indefinitely. In Texas news, poverty and uninsured levels are still high for the state, a recent report found. The AP reports that Texas fared the 2008 recession above average over most states, but the median income is still below average when compared to where it was prior to 2008. Texas was one of 2 states where poverty declined, dropping to 17.9% in 2012 to 18.5% in 2011, the other state being Minnesota. The American Community Survey Bureau found in 2012 that 4.5 million Texans lived in poverty. Census-backed data linked numbers between education and poverty, with 30% of Texans living below the poverty line, not having graduated from high school. This remains a concern for Texas lawmakers. In campus news next week, September 23rd to the 27th, Tarleton State University will be holding a banned books drive at Dick Smith Library. This event wants to promote freedom to read, draw attention to banned and challenged books, and highlights persecuted individuals. This awareness campaign was founded in 1982. Tarleton has been participating in this drive for many years and plans to continue the drive for years to come. Tarleton hopes to grab the attention of students, administrators, and alumni to participate in this event and to help spread the word around campus. At Dick Smith Library, employees will be passing out Banned Book Week buttons to students to help commemorate Banned Books Week. For more information about the Banned Book Drive, contact the service librarian, Kim Scow, at scow@tarleton.edu or stop by the Dick Smith Library next week. In Cross Timbers news, a former police officer is accusing the Dublin Police Department of corruption, the Stephenville Empire Tribune reports. Several weeks after his firing, Scott Mikowski has come forward with allegations of corruption against his former employer. While the department says it has nothing to hide, Mikowski is meeting with lawyers and discussing legal options and has contacted the Texas Rangers for an investigation. Now for sports and weather. After an upset win over number 13 Midwestern at AT&T Stadium, the Tarleton football team will travel to San Angelo tomorrow to take on the Angelo State Rams in hopes of improving 2-2-0 on the season. Texan volleyball will have 2 home games against Lone Star Conference opponents this weekend, starting with a matchup against Cameron tonight at 6 in Wisdom Gym. On Saturday, Texan volleyball will take on Midwestern in an afternoon matchup in Wisdom Gym at 2. As for local high school football, the Stephenville Yellow Jackets, ranked number 6 in 3A by the Associated Press, will square off against Waco La Vega at Tarleton's Memorial Stadium tonight at 7:30 as the Yellow Jackets look for their third win of the season. From the Weather Channel, the weekend forecast will finally reflect the current time of year. The high today will only be 78 degrees with a 90% chance of rain throughout the day. Saturday and Sunday have projected highs of 83 degrees with plenty of sunshine. This has been a production of Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas. You can follow the Texan News Service on Facebook and Twitter and check out our website at www.texannews.net for all of your latest local, state, national, and international news, as well as all of your entertainment and sports news. Today's broadcast was produced by Ryan Cox, Ashley Husbands, Megan Peterson, and Robin Tanter. I am Bethann Coldiron. Have a wonderful day, Tarleton Texans.